Hare Krishna. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. We continue reading from Caitaniya Caritamta Adi Leela chapter 8 text 16. Bahujanma kare yadi shravana kirtana tabo na paya Krishna pade premadhana. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Shla Prabhupada. If one is infested with the 10 offenses in the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, despite his endeavor to chant the holy name for many births, he will not get the love of Godhead. That is the ultimate goal of this chanting. So why do we chant? To get love of God. Prema Pumartho Mahan. The goal of life is to develop our love of God. Each and every one of us has love of God. It's not that people particularly born in a particular country have that. No, God is not sectarian. We are all spirit souls, living entities. We are all parts and parcels of God. And our goal is to revive our love of God. We have it. We have simply forgotten. And the easiest way that we can revive this love of God in this age of Kali is by chanting the holy names, chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. Lord Chaitanya came 500 years ago specifically to give us the Yuga Dharma. All the Shastra says, Kali Yuga Dharma, Harinam Sankirtan. So he came to give us this Harinam Sankirtan, by which we can easily get love of God. But we need to chant offenselessly. There are 10 offenses to the chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra. And we need to at least attempt to chant offenselessly so that we can come to the platform of offenseless chanting. Right now, we have so many offenses. So, but even if we can show Krishna our sincerity by attempting to chant offenselessly, Krishna helps. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur says in this connection that although one may go on chanting the Hare Krishna mantra for many, many years, there is no possibility of attaining the platform of devotional service unless one accepts Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So now we are chanting this Yuga Dharma is given to us by Lord Chaitanya. So we need to accept his mercy. One must strictly follow the instruction of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu given in the Shikshashtaka 3. Trinadapi sunichena taror iva sahisnuna amanena manadena kirtanyaha sada harihe. One should chant the holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind, thinking oneself lower than the straw in the street. And one should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige. And one should be ready to offer all respect to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly. So this verse is the third verse of the Shikshashtakam. Lord Chaitanya left behind 8 instructions, out of which this is the third one. Trinadapi sunichena taror iva sahisnuna amanena manadena kirtanya sadahari. This is a foundational verse on which the chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra stands. Because the Lord, he wants us to become humble. He wants us to be situated in our actual position. He's saying one should chant the holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind, thinking oneself lower than the straw in the street. Now we may think, I don't know, what does a straw in the street feel, I don't know. So how can I feel lower than the straw? And then one should be more tolerant than a tree. The tree tolerates. We cut the tree doesn't say anything. We take its fruits, the tree gives us shade, and then we take things from the tree. Finally, we cut it, and the tree does not, what do you say? Does not
Does not
shout
react.
back.
Yeah, does
I'm
not
sorry?
react. It does not
Yes.
react.
Not react, not only not react, but they don't shout back.
Yeah.
Hey, what you doing? I gave you fruit, I gave you a shade, and what are you doing now? You're cutting me? No, they don't do that. So they're so tolerant. And we are asked to be more tolerant. So shall we allow some people to walk all over us? We can't be fakely humble, Fake humility is not what is needed. True humility begins when we begin to chant the Hare Krishna mantra, when we can humble ourselves in front of Krishna. That Krishna is God, I'm not God, I'm eternal servant of Krishna. Automatically then we will become humble. Because just by using words which appear to be humble, that is not humility then. That is the appearance of humility. So devoid of all sense of false prestige. Right now we are thinking I'm the body, I'm this, I'm that, being in this community, this nation, that nation. But understanding I'm spirit soul, part and parcel of Krishna. And when we understand that everyone is a part and parcel of Krishna, we will be able to respect everyone, offer all respect to everyone. So we may not be on that platform, but we can try, we should respect everyone. Respect everyone. Everyone belongs to Krishna. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly. One who follows this direction, being freed from the 10 kinds of offenses, becomes successful in Krishna consciousness and ultimately reaches the platform of loving service to the personality of Godhead. So if we can chant here and chant without offenses, at least attempt to chant without offenses, then we will come to this offenseless chanting. Then we will become Krishna conscious. And then we will get loving devotion to Krishna. That is the goal of life. Prema Pumartho Mahan. Loving service to the personality of Godhead. In the material world, service, we say, oh, it's so bad because we manipulate each other, we take each other for granted. So we think, oh, it's bad to serve. But if we analyze what we do, we are serving. We are serving. If we are not serving any human being, we get pets and we serve them. We get a pet and then we bathe them, we take them for a walk, we clean them. And even if we don't get a pet, then we end up serving our mind, our senses. So we are serving. Our mind is not us. The mind is different than the soul. The senses is not us. The senses are different than the soul. One must come to the understanding that the holy name of the Lord and the Supreme Personality of Godhead Himself are identical. So in theory, at least we should try to understand that God and His names are the same, is non-different. When we are chanting Hare Krishna, is Krishna Himself. Now, we may not be able to realize it. Why? Because of our chanting. One cannot reach this conclusion unless one is offenseless in chanting the holy name. So we should attempt to come to this platform of chanting offenselessly. By our material calculation, we see a difference between the name and the substance. But in the spiritual world, the absolute is always absolute. The name, form, qualities, and pastimes of the absolute are all as good as the absolute himself. So here in the material world, the object is different than the name. When I say water, 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 I can't taste the water. My thirst is not being quenched. I'm not drinking it. It's different. But on the absolute platform and on the spiritual platform, Krishna and his name are not different. It's Krishna himself. his name, his form, his paraphernalia, his qualities, his pastimes is all Krishna, all absolute. Thus, one is understood to be an eternal servant of the Supreme Personality of Godhead if he considers himself an eternal servant of the holy name. And in that spirit, this spirit distributes the holy name to the world. So Prabhupada is saying that one we can understand that one is liberated already if he has already understood that I'm a servant of the holy name. Because then he's already understood I'm a servant of Krishna. Krishna and the holy name are the same. So I'm a servant of the holy name. And in this spirit is giving the holy name to everyone. That I am a servant of the holy name. This is my service to the holy name, to give the holy name to everyone. One who chants in that spirit without offenses is certainly elevated to the platform of understanding that the holy name and the personality of Godhead are identical. So if we can chant in this way, I'm a servant of the holy name, and attempt to give up the offenses while chanting, we will come to the understanding. It is a science. Science means practical application of knowledge. We simply have to apply it and we will see the result. H2O, two particles of hydrogen, one of oxygen, we will get water. It's not maybe this, that. No, it will happen. Similarly, this is science of Krishna consciousness. We follow, it will happen. To associate with the holy name and chant the holy name is to associate with the personality of Godhead directly. In the Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu, it is clearly said, Sevan Mukhehi Jivado Swayam Eva Smriti Adaha. The holy name becomes manifest when one engages in the service of the holy name. So if we can chant the holy name in a mood of service, that this is Krishna himself. I am the servant of Krishna. The holy name is Krishna, and so I am a servant of the holy name. If we can chant in this way, then we will be able to actually realize it. This service in a submissive attitude begins with one's tongue. Sevon mukhehi jivado. One must engage his tongue in the service of the holy name. So when we are chanting the holy name, it is our service to the holy name. This is our service, devotional service, chanting. It's a service. Our Krishna consciousness movement is based on this principle. We try to engage all the members of the Krishna consciousness movement in the service of the holy name. Since the holy name and Krishna are non-different, the members of the Krishna consciousness movement not only chant the holy name of the Lord offenselessly, but also do not allow their tongues to eat anything that is not first offered to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, Sevon Mukhehi Jivado. The Srila Rupa Goswami says in Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu that by the tongue we can begin our devotional service. And when we engage in devotional service, beginning with the tongue, we will be able to experience Krishna. We will be able to see Krishna. We will be able to come to the perfect platform. We will become Krishna conscious. We simply have to follow. So chanting the holy name and eating Krishna prasad, honoring Krishna prasad. First offering whatever we eat to Krishna, and then eating. Krishna is a vegetarian. He accepts only vegetarian foodstuffs, which are in the mode of goodness. So we offer that to Krishna and then we accept it. Is that okay? It's just, okay, one more. So let's finish this. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yome bhaktya prayachati tad aham bhakti uparatam ashnami prayatatmanaha. If one offers me with love and devotion, a leaf, a flower, a fruit, or water, I will accept it. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 9, text 26. So Krishna is saying he accepts. He accepts our offerings of leaf, water, flower, or fruit if we offer with love and devotion. Therefore, the International Society for Krishna Consciousness has many temples all over the world. And in each and every temple, the Lord is offered these foods. So ISKCON society is growing more and more. More and more temples are coming up, especially in India. The movement is growing so fast and so beautifully. And in all the temples, Krishna has offered the bhoga. And then we accept that bhoga as prasad. On the basis of his demands, the devotees chant the holy name of the Lord offenselessly and never eat anything that is not first offered to the Lord. The functions of the tongue in devotional service are to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra and eat prasadam that is offered to the Lord. So this is the this is how we continue chanting and having Krishna prasad, and we will become Krishna conscious. Srila Prabhupada would say chanting and dancing and eating our way going back home, back to Godhead. Are there any questions or comments?
No question.
No
It's
question.
okay.
Okay. Thank you so much for listening and joining in. Caitaniya Caritamta ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare